So, good morning, everyone. Frank Valkyria. Here I am. It's Monday morning. What is it? It's 8 o'clock again. Look at that. Well, I'm awake already for some time, actually. But let's dive straight into a nice reaction. I hope you're having a fantastic day. The last couple of days, I made a bunch of reactions, reviews, and thoughts about Endgame because it's the event of our sort of life in terms of blockbuster science fiction or hero movies. So, gotta talk about that. And there's also another thing we have to talk about, actually, and it's PewDiePie. I see that there is one of his videos, it's number one on trending. So I'm really curious. And the video, it's called Ending the Subscribe to PewDiePie meme. So let's watch this. Let's react to this. Let's see what's going on with Felix. Let's go.
Hello. I wanted to talk seriously and honestly for a moment about my thoughts on what's been going on for the past couple months, and hopefully you can get a better understanding of my perspective. I think it's time to end the subscribe to PewDiePie movement or meme. It's something that started off as a way to keep me as the number one most subscribed channel on YouTube. And seeing so many people come to my support, other creators
Me too, me too.
has
Me
been
too.
incredibly humbling to me. It's really meant a lot. It's something I never thought I would experience. And it's something I thought would last also for maybe just a couple of days or maybe a week. But here we are. It's been 6 to 7 months now, and it's been a crazy journey. At first, it started off with people doing really positive and fun things to get attention through subscribe to PewDiePie. But something I learned, and I think hopefully it's something people can understand, is when you have 90 million people riled up about something, you're bound to get a few degenerates. And it started off with someone spray painting sub to PewDiePie on a World War II memorial, and just so disgusting, so disappointing to have my name and community dragged into that. I addressed it on Twitter. I disavowed it. We saw that it got removed and donated to the park. I hoped that that was going to be it. I didn't want hateful acts to overpower all these amazing things that people were doing, all these cool and positive things. But then something happened that I don't think anyone would have predicted. The Christchurch shooter said subscribe to PewDiePie. Out of the respect for the families and victims involved,
Wow, I didn't know
I chose
that.
not to address it any further than on Twitter, where I disavowed the actions taken that day, and I gave my sincerest condolences.
Well, I gotta stop for just 1 second. I want to talk about something right here. I mean, like he's saying, like when you have such a huge number of people following you, of course things can get extreme. The whole movement can become extreme. For some people, at least. This is what always happens in large communities where some people, they take a stance which it doesn't represent at all the feeling of the person himself in this case. But you just go your own way because probably you got your own issues, you got your own problems, and you make this whole thing about you an extreme. So of course, Felix PewDiePie has nothing to do with those things. Has nothing to do, for as much as unfortunate and horrible, for instance, the shooting in Christchurch was. Of course, he has nothing to do with it because you cannot be responsible for the way other people, they metabolize their own issues and what they do. Of course, there's something that goes much deeper there. But I do understand that this can cause a lot of pain because, of course, you feel responsible. You, as a person, Felix, even though it has nothing to do with it, humanly, you are empathic. And you might feel that you have done something that could have led to that person to take that action. So you have to distantiate yourself. You have to metabolize this whole thing. So I do understand why he's doing this video. And it's funny to see PewDiePie serious because it's really like, you always expect him to crack into a joke or into a face. But I really understand him. And I think he's doing the right thing. And it's really unfortunate because he has achieved so much, and the majority, of course, of his audience, it's something positive. So it's always said that the few things which they're extremely bad, they have to taint everything else. So Let's continue.
Affected. To have my name associated with something so unspeakably vile has affected me in more ways than I let show.
Yeah, of course.
I just
of course.
didn't want to address it right away, and I didn't want to give the terrorists any more attention. I didn't want to make it about me, because I don't think it has anything to do with me. To put it plainly, I didn't want hate to win, but it's clear to me now the subscribe to Pewdiepie movement should have ended then. Lastly, my feelings around the subscribe to Pewdiepie thing would not be complete without mentioning T-Series. I made 2 diss tracks that were made in fun, ironic jest. They were not meant to be taken seriously, and now High Court in India demands that they're going to be blocked and removed. This was all made to be fun, but it's clearly not fun anymore. It's clearly gone too far. And out of respect for that, I'm going to keep the videos blocked. On a similar note, some people and some media has made this sub to Pewdiepie thing about race or about politics or nationality.
That's tiring.
And I don't agree with that at all, and I want that to stop. This negative rhetoric is something I don't agree with at all, and I want that to stop. And to make it perfectly clear, no, I'm not racist. I don't support any form of racist comments
We all knew.
towards anyone. Finally, I don't want hitting 100 million subscribers to be about beating another channel. I think what we've accomplished is so much more than that. And I just want to say I feel incredibly lucky to have such an amazing group of people supporting me. I think I can say that because I know them better than anyone. Unironically, I'm so proud of this community. And this movement started out of love and support, so let's end it with that.
Yes.
I hope that you understand my perspective, and I ask you kindly to accept it. Thank you for listening. That's all.
Take care, man. Take care. First of all, the diss track being removed or blocked, that sucked because it shows also how an individual at the end of the day loses to big corporations and laws and lawyers and all that bullshit. Sorry for you, but it's true. That pisses me off a little bit because if you're not free to do comedy, and you know, like at the end, T-Series, you know, like I had really no issue with them, but the more I see this, the more I dislike them because it really shows that they want to go through, you know, they really want to go through the offensive way and mean. You know, they don't care. I mean, you know, this whole movement for them has been nothing but positive. Brought them as much attention like PewDiePie got, brought as much attention to them and more to the rest of the world. So they've benefited out of all of this. But they go through legal ways because they want to hurt PewDiePie. And that's mean. That's really like low, like bleh, you know, like I'm not gonna watch another video on their channel. That's what I think. And for the rest, we all knew PewDiePie has no racial thing going on. He's a great guy. And what he has achieved alone in this community of YouTube, also showing everyone of every age that you can become something, that you make this a work, that you can make this an aspiration, and you can bring it at every level, at every height. It's beautiful, empowering for everyone of every sexual orientation, color, whatever. So that has a lot of value, and we will keep supporting that, I'm sure, as a community. And of course, like I said, it's said that a few people have to taint, you know, all the rest, that the majority of the followers here, the majority of the community also on YouTube, it's good people. We are good people. We don't wish for the worst of others. We wish just for love and compassion. And of course, there's always somebody that is after hurting themselves and hurting others. So I really hope that first of all, T-Series leaves PewDiePie in peace, because that's unfair. You know, they got out of it so much more than they would have otherwise. And for the rest, I hope also that, you know, like, creators don't get punished by the actions of few, and you know, they start to regulate more this whole thing that in the end is just gonna jeopardize the creativity and free expression and freedom of speech of creators and people on this platform. So I stand on the side of PewDiePie. PewDiePie is a great guy, It's an honest guy. It's very humble, and it's good that he addressed this because it seems like it doesn't matter how obvious you make that you you know are not affiliated with none of those bad things. Still, there's always also some piece of shit that is trying to get after you to make the point otherwise to drag you somewhere just for their sake, to try to get attention and so on and so forth. So yeah, very interesting. I hope this thing is not gonna, like it's gonna bring a little bit more awareness, and also the community is here, the positive community, the loving community is here. We are here, so we support each other. That's what I believe, and that's what I see also from my little channel. So always spread love, and I'll take you. See you later, brother.